It's almost insane to think about that a week has already went by since the release of Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. The film, of course, worldwide has already passed 550 million, and it's looking like the second weekend is going to be a big success. But now we're seeing some predictions that are saying there's going to be a steep drop-off in the box office. So opening up with more than 185 million is rather impressive. We've covered that, but of course a film can always have an opening weekend that's great and then see a massive drop-off. We saw this when you compare the likes of recent films like Morbius, for example, because again, it had a pretty decent weekend all things considered, but then the drop-off was real steep. When it comes to Doctor Strange 2, it's looking like things could go either way. And currently the predictions are sitting at 60 million to 85 million. Now again, if it opens up with 85 million, that's right about in line with what most people predict because that's a typical drop-off in relation to the percentage. If it goes to 60 million, well, that is a huge drop-off and that's going to be problematic, meaning that the film cannot retain people. It has no legs. So it could go either way. Again, if it follows the typical Marvel drop-off and it's in the high end of how much money it makes, for example, the 80 to 90 million, well, then it has legs, and it's going to be doing good for the next 3 to 4 weeks. It will follow the likes of Spider-Man No Way Home, for example. Obviously not that high in terms of the end box office, but a similar pattern. If it goes with a steep drop-off, you're going to see a pattern like The Batman, where the first weekend was great, there's a lot of excitement, but then a drop-off that substantially shows signs of slowing down, which means its chances at 1 billion would be in question. Again, this weekend is important because of all of this, because then Marvel knows exactly how to assess the next couple of weeks in terms of advertising. If it can maintain like a 75 to 85 million box office in its second weekend, this still puts it on par with the opening of Shang-Chi and Eternals, meaning that they can plug those numbers in, and then you factor in another 200 million in the United States when it's all said and done, maybe 300 million. Again, we just got to look at the weekend. Worldwide, then you assess that and you see how much you can pour into the marketing and where it's coming out, and you look at the whole thing and go, well, I think we're good here, we're in the clear, and I think that's really what it's about here. So again, we're going to know numbers probably by Sunday afternoon, I would assume. But again, it could do a Doctor Strange first weekend repeat where the numbers come in and it's high or higher than anticipated, and then the actual numbers confirm it's even higher. But it could also be the other end of it. It could completely come in way lower than most people are expecting because, again, we've seen the Rotten Tomatoes and some of the backlash for the film. So what do you guys think? Where do you think it's coming in? I was surprisingly right on the money with my prediction of 185 for the opening weekend, so I'm going to go with 82 on this one, and we'll see what happens.